Hi guys, it's me, Rusty 78609 in Central Texas, USA. And it's cold this morning again. Not as cold as it was yesterday, but it's still cold to me. This is December the 20th, Tuesday, 2016. I may have said that. It's 37 top up and wrap up degrees. A little cloudy skies, not too bad. No wind. And I'm going to do my walking over at probably Walmart. Probably. Lowe's has got too much junk. Anyway, got a lot of comments on a lot of different topics. A lot of people like that U-Haul stuff. But today, one of the most commented on videos that I've done recently is the hamster wheel life. A lot of people must be able to relate to that, either having done it or doing it. I did it. What the hamster wheel life is the great American dream, basically. You are constantly acquiring more stuff, and the more stuff you acquire, the more money you have to make to maintain it, like a new car, new house, swimming pool, etc., etc., etc. So you begin to run on this little wheel, and you got to run faster and faster and faster to keep acquiring more stuff, bigger homes, nicer cars, take more trips, go to Europe, la da 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 da. Yep, that's the hamster wheel life, and I was on it many years ago, and I was on it for several years. And I had a comment this morning from looked like a lady about that. She said she had a 55-inch TV and a sound bar, and if you wanted it, just come get it. I hear you, babe. Woo, do I? Loud and clear. But you know, one of the things you got to watch out for is you get out of the hamster wheel, you get into another hamster, you get into a smaller hamster wheel. You know what I mean? You go from a big one to a small one. And that's kind of what I did. Because when I first fell out of the great American dream back in 1987, that's when I really started falling. Actually 86, 85 actually, that range. Anyway, I didn't think about getting off the wheel. All I thought about was trying to survive, actually. And but I tried to hang on to stuff. See, and that was a mistake. So I'll tell you how to avoid this pitfall. This is the storage building trap. So you stop acquiring stuff, but you've got stuff. So you don't want to get rid of your stuff, so you put it in a storage building. And I did that. Oh yeah, I did. I sure did. Yep. And then when I relocated from Victoria, Texas to Round Rock, Texas, I had to rent a U-Haul, 2 U-Haul trailers actually, to go get my stuff out of my storage building and haul it to Round Rock, Texas, to an apartment I'd rented. And I didn't have enough room for the stuff in the apartment, so I rented a storage building in Round Rock and put my stuff in it. I was going to hang on to that stuff, I guarantee you. I didn't even know what most of it was. I swear I didn't. And I'd never looked at it in probably 2 or 3 years. But it was in me to hang on to it because it was my stuff. You weren't going to get it from me, damn it. It was my stuff. Anyway, so in Round Rock, of course, my oldest boy is getting older and graduated from high school. kind of starting to go his own trail. Anyway, wasn't too much longer, just me and my stuff. So I moved over to Buckhannon Dam, a little community, rented a little trailer there, and but I wasn't going to give up my stuff. So I got me a U-Haul and moved my stuff. I got rid of some furniture though. I got rid of all the furniture. Well, there wasn't much anyway. I got rid of what was left. Practically gave it away. But I still had some stuff in the storage building, and I immediately rented a U-Haul and hauled that stuff from storage building in Round Rock to a storage building in Burnett, Texas, which is near Buckhannon Dam, and proceeded to put it there. And I kept it there for months. And I remember months going by, I never even went by there and looked at it. But it was my stuff, and I'm hanging on to it, damn it. You're not getting my stuff. Anyway, after a few months up here in the hills, realizing I was paying $80 a month for stuff that probably $80 a month to store stuff that probably wasn't worth $80, I decided I'd get rid of it. Finally. This was about 3 years later. So anyway, I had my oldest boy come up, and he dug through and took out what he thought he might be able to use, wasn't much. And the rest of the stuff, I gave away some of it, and I didn't have a garage sale. I just put what was left in the back of the pickup, hauled it out to the city dump, threw it away. It was just garbage. I mean, it wasn't even worth keeping. None of it. You couldn't have sold it in a garage sale. So that's how I ended up stuffless. That's a phrase for without stuff. And it is a hard place to get to, because even in my RV now, my 26-foot bunkhouse RV that I live in, and I've lived in RVs for 24 years, I think, or more, I still got stuff. I got stuff in there right now I haven't looked at or used in a year or two. I do. I don't know what it is. I guess it's the pack rat of it. I mean, it's not much. I could put it all in 2 trash can liners, and I probably should. And I probably will, because sometime, probably for sure within the next 5 years, because the old father time is marching by for me. I'm 71 years old. And as long as I got my health, I got real smart. But the first time I have a stroke and I'm drooling out of one side of my mouth in a rest home, then that's not going to be much fun. And I'm hoping that doesn't happen. But be that as it may, for you people that are with stuff and want to become stuffless, that means without stuff, and live not necessarily a minimalist lifestyle, but a less stuff lifestyle, you can do it. You can. It's like quitting an addiction, like smoking or any other habit you have, and it's expensive. I mean, we're surrounded by so much stuff and so many marketing, so many advertisements. It's no wonder that when you go to a store, your little hand just reaches out and picks up something and you don't even need it. And that's a big key. How much stuff do we need? Get out of here. Think about it. I think about it all the time. You need a place to stay warm, dry, and safe. A home, sort of a shelter, not a home, but a shelter of some kind. A nest, okay? You need that. Clothing, you need some. You don't need a lot. You don't need, oh God. At one time, I had a walk-in closet I mean a huge one. I don't mean a little one. I mean, in fact, the closet that I had back then had more space in it than my RV does today. That's a fact. It was about 12 feet long and maybe, hell, it might have been 12 feet wide. I don't know. There was a row at the back and a row down each side of clothes. And back then I had to wear a suit and tie every day and black lace-up shoes. And I did. I probably had, I don't know, I'm sure I had 10 suits, 4 or 5 sports coats, probably 3 or 4 or 5 pair of shoes. They must tell them what all I had in that damn closet. I remember it well. I remember looking at it one time and saying, God damn, do I need all this stuff? The answer kept coming up, no. But anyway, I'm here at Highway 281 and I'll continue as soon as I can get out here on the road without getting run over by 9 18-wheelers. But be that as it may, that's how it happens when you acquire a lot. And then, it's hard to get rid of that stuff. It is. I don't even have a suit and tie today. I don't have a suit and tie. I don't have a sports coat. Well, I may have a sports coat. I do have a sports coat. I do have one, either navy blue or black sports coat, and I bought it when I was in Waco, Texas, about 10 years ago because I thought I was going to have to go to a funeral. I didn't want to buy a suit. They wanted me to be a pallbearer at a funeral. But anyway, they called me back. They got one of their sons to do it, who wasn't going to do it. Anyway, I got that. But so it's not easy, man, to get rid of stuff. Not. But my 5-year plan, one thing about me, and other people might want to adopt it, it makes life a little less frustrating. Whenever you make a plan, just remember that it's a plan. That's all it is. And that plan can be modified at any moment to suit changes. In other words, if you make a plan, don't just start heading for the target like a damn bullet. Go at it like a sloth. Just kind of meander around and know that's your general direction. And if things change, we'll adapt, change the target, okay? Because things are continually changing, you're changing, so just remember to be flexible. Have a general direction, nothing wrong with that. If you wanted to go to El Paso from where I live, you better have a general idea where it is, or you're never going to get there. But anyway, for me, of course, I'm age 71, so you guys out there that are much younger, you got to take that into consideration when I'm out here spouting off like this, that my frame of mind is probably much different than yours, because I can see the end of the tunnel. Not clearly yet, but I can see a little piece of it. And but for me, what I want to do is, I don't think I'm going to build out. In fact, I know I'm not going to build out a U-Haul. I can't. I don't have the abilities. As far as a van, probably not that either. But as far as a Class C, a small Class C motorhome, that's possible. But the limitation I have now is I don't have the money I can't afford to get a unit that is reliable, and that is mandatory. In other words, the ones I can afford now are anywhere from 10 to over 10 years old. Well, you start looking at vehicles in the over 10 years old range, and if you're young, that's fine. You can work your way right through it, maybe do the repairs yourself. I can't. And even though I can do minor things, I can't do major things anymore, because getting down and getting up some things, crawling up under the car is out. So, for me, if I can get this car paid off. That's about 3 years. Get the travel trailer paid off. That's another 3 or 4 years, 4 or 5 years. That'll be paid off. And then sell the RV, the travel trailer I have. Hopefully get 6,000 out of it. Put that down on say a $30,000 Class C that's in pretty good condition, and go with that. I might, and that was I think even though they don't get good gas mileage, but right now I realize that my traveling patterns are changing. It used to be I wouldn't stay, and I still do when I'm car camping. I'll just stay a night or two, and boom, I'm going the next day. But if I was in an RV, a Class C, what I would do is I would go somewhere, because my main objective is just to get out of the Texas heat in the summers. In other words, leave out of Texas the first or middle of April, say, and come back middle of October, and go to those places in New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and that Four Corners area. Just hang around in there for stay 1 or 2 weeks at certain locations. Tow up, use my Prius as a toad, and I think I can do that. But step one is the problem, getting the Class C, and I've looked. I'm stymied right now. But for you guys out there that are on that damn treadmill, don't worry about it, man. For some people it works. And then, if you're like 20 years old, 30 years old, that's where you gotta be. Because you don't have the income. You gotta have income when you drop off the wheel. You can't just drop off the wheel and expect the world to take care of you. It ain't gonna happen. Now, you can do part-time things to survive. I've done that, and that's not bad. You can eke out a living and travel around, but those things are filling up a little bit because more and more people are out there doing that, and so those jobs are going to become more and more scarce. And as more and more people become unemployed, start living in cars, vans, and other, U-Hauls, buses, and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, this is just a follow-up on the hamster wheel life. The dog chasing his tail and never quite getting a hold of it. And you get caught up in that great American dream, the great American rat race. 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, and 2 days off on the weekend, and 2 weeks in the summer vacation. That's it, till you die. And then you retire, and you're so wore out you can't do anything. Got a few snowbirds in the Walmart parking lot today, which is okay. One old boy over there's got him a Class C with a toad. I'm going to pull over and look at it right quick. I don't know how long this thing's gone on. I don't really care. My average view time is on my videos, is about 5.5 minutes. So I know there ain't a lot of people listening right now. They drop off pretty quick. I don't blame them. Shit, I wouldn't want to listen to me either. Okay, this is Walmart parking lot, and there's a Class A pulling a Jeep. And here's a Class C pulling a car dolly with no car. It may have come off down the highway. He just doesn't know it. But you see, well, you couldn't see it, but I did. If you see how that fiberglass is bubbled out on the side of that Class C, whenever you see that, what that means is they've had a leak down that side, and it causes that old cheap-ass fiberboard in there, or whatever they put in there, to expand, and that's not a good sign. And that's what I hate, to have to buy a used unit, particularly over 5 years old. I do, because they're not selling that unit because they're probably selling it because they got problems. But anyway, I'm here at Wally World. It's warmer now. It's 42 degrees. It's going to warm up quick today. It's supposed to be in the upper 50s today, 40s tonight, and then tomorrow it's supposed to be in the near 70. So we're, you know, we're kind of getting back to our normal Texas winter. I'm heading for my favorite parking spot this morning. Just like a damn old dog or a cat, they always look for the same place to poo-poo. But anyway, guys, this was a sequel to the, you know, the sequel's never as good as the original, so this is a sequel to the hamster wheel. But anyway, guys, y'all have a great day. I plan to. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, bye USA, made when you can. Drink plenty of water, take deep breaths, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Stretch, walk for exercise, because that's what I'm fixing to do right now. And adios, amigos. Hasta luego. Bye-bye.